the team and your new teammates and whatnot. Just your impressions so far.
Yeah, well, we had a good training camp down in Florida. A lot of hard work was put in, and the boys are looking fit. We've had a chance to work on tactical work, and as well as playing a few games. I've got to know the boys quite well, being in Florida for a few weeks. But I think pre-season's gone well, and everyone's excited, looking forward to Vancouver.
What kind of takeaways did you have from the competition from the other MLS teams that you played down there?
Being pre-season, it's kind of difficult to tell, but the teams we played against, they like to keep the ball, to try and play out from the back. It's really physical. The players are strong and quick, but I've gelled in well with my teammates, and I'm looking forward to the challenge.
You've always been known as a finisher. You're coming on a team that needs that kind of skill. Do you embrace that role as kind of being the guy that they're looking forward to and depending on to?
It's a great challenge. I'm always up for the challenge, and I'm aware of that. CJ and Charlie, they're good players as well. We've got good forward players, but we all want to score goals. I'm up for the challenge. I want to score as many as possible, and hopefully, if I can do that, we can have a successful season.
What's it been like working with Charlie and CJ? It seems like they're kind of in that strike contingent. Seems like they're kind of open guys. What's it been like working with them?
Oh, they've been great. I get on really well with them. CJ and Charlie, they're great guys. They're fun to be around. Charlie's a big character in the group, so he's liked by everybody's liked by everybody here. It's a great locker room, and those guys have helped me to settle in well. They've given me advice every game. Charlie's always given me advice and the strengths and weaknesses of the defenders that I'm coming up against. Coming into the league, I'm not aware of that, but he's been a great help to me, and he's given me a good insight.
You said that Chris Albright came over to see you when you were at Orion. What were those discussions like? I mean, what did he tell you about the team, and what kind of sold you to come over to the United States?
He came over to see me, and we had a good discussion about football in general. The success of the team last year, making the playoffs, what he felt that I could bring to the team, why he identified me as a player, and regarding the club, he told me the direction that the club want to go in, the work that him, Ernie and Jim are doing behind the scenes, and it was an exciting project. He told me about the city, the facilities we've got here, the annex, the stadium. He told me about the locker room, and I'm just excited to be here.
People in England used to say, David Beckham, Steven Gerrard, they just come over here, get a last paycheck, retirement league, right? Do you get the sense that people still have that opinion of the league? Do you think that's changed?
No, not at all. Back home now, the MLS is getting a lot more coverage. So the games come on TV. Obviously, the time difference is a bit difficult to watch them, but they're playing a lot more of the games on TV, and you'll be surprised by how many players actually are interested to come into the MLS. Mm-hmm. So the credibility of the league has grown massively over the last few years. As I said, Sky Sports News is, I guess, like your equivalent to your ESPN. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So they show the games on there. So before I even knew about the Union being interested, I've watched a few games myself, and it's obviously David Beckham when he came over was the start of it, but then more and more English players are coming over it, and speaking to people back home, a lot of people are actually interested in coming over. Whether they do or not, it's yet to be seen.
You said you were teammates with Joby McAnuff, who was at Jamaica International, and you talked to him about the travel and whatnot over here. Was there anybody else that you leaned on for advice about coming over here, maybe to help you make the decision?
David Rocastle is at Kansas City.
Okay.
He speaks highly of the MLS. Obviously, he played over here, and now he's coaching over here. But with Joby, as he was a teammate, he's a good friend of mine. We speak a lot, and he's obviously been in the States to play international games. He knows about the travelling, and obviously a lot of his teammates play in the MLS. So obviously Andre Blake, but he filled me in with the travelling, obviously going over to the West Coast, and I've done my research myself and saw how the league was set up, playing the East Coast, home and away, and then one from the West, either home or away. But I think for me it's opportunity as well to see the country. I haven't had a chance to travel in the US, and it's something that I'll embrace.
What do you think about 3,000 miles to Vancouver on Thursday?
Yeah, it's kind of like having a flight back home. Well, the boys have told me it's good to get that one out of the way early. So I know it's a long flight, but you'd rather it now than going, I guess, having an away game on a Saturday and then going there for maybe a Tuesday night game. But yeah, I'm excited. I think it's a great opportunity for me. Exciting time at the club. Obviously, they want to build on the success they had last year, making the playoffs, and they want to push on. So, I'm looking forward to that.
I guess you guys have a little bit of a British contingent here now with the 2 rookies. Yeah. I know there's an age difference, but does that help? I guess, do you help them? They help you a little bit in terms of settling in. I guess a little bit of slice of home, maybe.
Yeah, they're from London as well, so yeah, it's nice to have them over here with me. But again, as I said, the locker room's excellent. So the American boys, I know there's people in the locker room that are from all over the States. We've got people from Holland, Brazil. But yeah, it's nice to have a couple of boys from back home, and I get along well with them. So it's nice to see them sign their contracts.
Are you a fan of American sports, NFL, baseball, hockey, any of that stuff at all?
I'm an adopted Eagles fan.
Did you watch any NFL, Scott, Sky back then?
I tried to watch a couple times back home, but I never really understood the rules. But while I was in Florida, I got to watch the Super Bowl, and I watched it with the teammates, so they explained to me what was going on. They kept me in the loop. So yeah, now I really enjoyed it. So yeah, and obviously while I'm here in Philly, you've got the Flyers, you've got the Phillies, and the 76ers, the Eagles. So when I have a chance, I'll try and go and watch all of them.
Yeah. Awesome. Thanks, Jay. Cool.
Yeah.
Jay, thanks.
No worries.